Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and happy Earth Day. Welcome to Bull City Hangout. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today, and actually, I invite you to click on that link on the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 Facebook page so you can join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself and/or your business. All of that would be great. It would also be great if you could go ahead and share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. And I've been noticing, if you're a reader of the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, I definitely thank you. I've been noticing people from different countries reading the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. I use Wix. It's an easy website builder, and that's what I use to put together the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟. And it goes ding dong whenever somebody enters the room, so to speak, reading the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟, and it tells me where they're from. So yesterday I had visitors from Panama, of course, different cities all over the country, but all these different countries and whatnot, really, really interesting. Very interesting. And I'm very excited just to know as the 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟 is getting out there. I think it's great. Okay, let me get started with the word page. That is a government and nonprofit information page where there are some really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits. Also, the city, county, and state. So just go up and down the page, see what pertains to you, and go ahead and sign up. Okay, let me tell you about some city vacancies. Some people have special knowledge, special interests. Maybe they're retired. Maybe they want to kick off a political career, so to speak, by sharing information. So there are these openings. Various city committees, commissions, or let me move. I always get this thing in the way, my keyboard. Different committees, commissions, etc. Sometimes there are vacancies, and they need to have them filled. So if you can fill them, they would really appreciate it. You can actually click on the link. So you go to 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗟𝗏.com, you go to the word page, and then you scroll all the way down to City of Durham, where the little calendar is, and then you'll see the vacancies with a link. Click on the link, and you can see what's expected of you in terms of how many meetings, whether they're in person, online, etc. So let me tell you where the vacancies are. And you have by end of day Wednesday to let them know that you're interested in joining. So there are vacancies on the Citizens Advisory Committee, the Durham Board of Adjustment, the Durham Homeless Services Advisory Committee, the Durham Planning Commission, the Durham Sports Commission, the Housing Appeals Board, and also the Mayor's Council for Women. So all of those organizations, committees, etc., they need members. So if you'd like to join, let them know by end of day Wednesday. Okay, let me tell you about CORE. It's not really local. It's a national organization. CORE stands for the Children of Restaurant Employees. It's a national organization with main offices in both Tennessee and Georgia. So basically, as most of us probably know, people who work in restaurants don't make a lot of money unless they're the owner, I guess. And that's why tips are so necessary. They only make minimum wage is like 7-something an hour, which is ridiculously inadequate. People who work in restaurants, very often, they're only making like $2 an hour, which is insane, which is why they really need tips. So when they are hit with calamities or challenges, very often it's really hard for them to get by. So CORE, with this national program, they help restaurant employees when there are medical crises, injuries, like deaths in the family, whatever. They might have to drop out of work for a minute. And that makes it hard to keep up with their finances, etc. So I have a link. So go to the word page, scroll down to CORE, and there's a link where you can get information in both English and Spanish and find out how people in what they call the food and beverage service industry, how they can get grants that can help them with their rent or mortgage, utilities, medical equipment, prescriptions, childcare, funeral expenses, and funds for basic necessities. This sounds like a wonderful opportunity for people to get help. You can put in your application at any time. You had to wait until April 1st. That's long gone. So you can go ahead and fill out the application if you do need help and you're working in the restaurant industry. Okay, let's see. The Durham County Libraries are all open until 8 today, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10 tomorrow. And let's see what's happening in the Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is downtown on Main Street. They're not going to have an in-person class until Thursday, and I'll tell you about it right now. On Thursday morning, they're going to have a basics of bookkeeping class. You can sign up in advance and then head over by 11 o'clock to the Chesterfield building, which is at 701 West Main Street, second floor. And that's going to be on Thursday. I'll remind you. Don't worry. I will remind you day before. I'll remind you on Wednesday. But let's see what classes are being offered online across the state today. So here's a class, Airbnb 101, part 2 of 4. If you missed part 1, don't worry about it. It's free. Attend anyway. They'll probably catch you up anyway. This is going to be today from 2 until 4, totally free. Click on the link that you can sign up and then attend via Zoom. Here's another class today from 3:30 until 4:30, from application to action, Q&A with grant-winning entrepreneurs. That sounds great because a lot of people think that grants are only for nonprofits. Yeah, you can be an entrepreneur and totally get a grant for any, it just depends on what the grant is for. I've gotten a few grants in my day, and that's really a good skill to have, how to write a grant. Yeah, so definitely you definitely want to attend this class if you have any interest in writing grants, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, because there's certain things that grantors are looking for. So you might want to learn about that. So it's going to be today from 3:30 until 4:30, totally free and on Zoom. Here's another class today, later, from 6 until 7:30, selling on a Shopify website. Very important if you want to sell your items, maybe your handcrafted items, or maybe your, what's that term? Drop shipping, where you order in bulk and then, resell, either with a personalization, putting your name on it, or just selling as is. So you might want to learn all about that. And that's going to be online from 6 until 7:30. And I think there's one class early tomorrow. Here it is. Okay. So tomorrow from 1 until 4, just to let you know in advance so you can set your schedule, they're going to have a 30-day online marketing makeover. That sounds fantastic because it is so important to learn how to get noticed online. And they're going to teach you how for free. So I think this is fantastic. It's going to be tomorrow. Go ahead and sign up for that. It sounds like it's going to take up most of the afternoon from 1 until 4. They're probably going to have an awful lot of information that you can really, really use. Okay, let's go to the health page, To Your Health. Got your COVID numbers if you're interested in that. And let's see, the American Red Cross is having a blood. There's a lot more on the health page than just what I'm mentioning. For example, they raised the income ceiling for Medicaid. So if you try to apply for Medicaid and were, told no because your income might be just a touch too high, well, they raised the ceiling as of a few months ago. So go ahead and apply again and see if you can get on Medicaid if you just missed the last time. And there's all kinds of different ways to apply, and they're listed right there on the To Your Health page of the Durham Skywriter. Okay, let's scroll down to the American Red Cross because they're going to have a blood drive today, and let's look at that, with today being the 22nd, Earth Day. Okay, so they're already at the Arthur Murray Dance Studio on Gear Street, 410 Gear Street. So they're already there and will be there until 2, saving lives by collecting donations of blood. They're already at Jordan High School. So another cruise at Jordan High School, 6806 Garrett Road, and they will be there until 2:30 this afternoon. And then there's yet another crew. It's at the NC Specialty Hospital, 3916 Ben Franklin Boulevard. It's over there by Lowe's on North Roxborough Street. So the NC Specialty Hospital, they're already there and will be there until 3. And it says here, look for the bus. So they have their mobile unit out there on Ben Franklin Boulevard. Okay. And Blood Connection is not having a blood drive today. Okay. Let me scroll down to HELP because they're open tomorrow. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program. They are located at 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100, and they're part of the county's Project Access. Basically, they take donations of things like canes, knee scooters, wheelchairs, walkers, tub transfer benches, bedside commodes, that sort of thing. If you have anything like that and you no longer need it, go ahead and donate it. They would love that. They clean everything up, repairs necessary, and then they turn around and then they let people borrow them for 3 months at a time, 90 days at a time. And it's really great for people who don't have money or insurance to pay for it. So you can head over there tomorrow. They will be open from 10 until 2. Again, 4206 North Roxborough. And then they're open on Fridays as well from 1 until 5. All righty. Let's go to the Let's Go page. Let's go. There are a lot more pages and a lot more information in the Durham Skywriter. So when you have time, just go through and see what you can get out of the Durham Skywriter. Right now, we're looking at the calendar of events page. So New Visions of Africa restaurant will be giving away free meals from 3 until 6. They do this every weekday. They help people who are in need and hungry. So if you're hungry, just stop by there, 1306 Fayetteville Street from 3 until 6. And it is Earth Day. So Edison Johnson, that's 500 West Murray Avenue. They're going to be co-hosting the Earth Day pop-up at Book Harvest's Story Walk. And of course, they're co-hosting with the Book Harvest. So if you haven't been to Edison Johnson lately, you might not have known that by the entrance there is also the entrance to something called Story Walk, where you can walk along and get into some stories. So it's all about storytelling and movement. So you can take the kids. Strollers are encouraged. Strollers, and however your child gets around, whether you carry them on your shoulders or whatever, or hold their little hands. So the Earth Day pop-up at Book Harvest Story Walk is a 1-hour walk from 4:30 until 5:30. So they're going to have a new story out there. And like I said, baby strollers are more than welcome. And then at the end, each family can receive a Book Harvest Explorer kit. And also they can choose a book to take home to read together, which I think is so sweet and a great way to encourage kids to learn how to read. Now tonight, Bike Durham, they're going to have their April community meeting at the Dirty Bull Brewing Company, 206 Broadway Street, and that will be starting at 7 o'clock. But the pre-meeting bike ride will start earlier. So here's the thing. Everybody will gather at 5:30 at Dirty Bull, like I said, 206 Broadway Street, with their bikes, obviously. And then they roll out at 6, and they return in time for the meeting, which starts at 7. So if you don't happen to have your bike around or it's not tuned up yet for spring, then you can just head out there at 7 o'clock for the meeting, and they'll be talking about their progress in encouraging people to walk, ride bikes, and take public transportation more. Also, next month is National Bike Month, and they always have these great activities, so you can find out what they're up to for next month. Okay, the weekly Walk to Wellness is from 6 until 7 at the Lion Park Recreation Center, 1309 Halley Street. If you've never been there before, just sign in, and then you head towards the gym. Ask them where the walking track is. It's right above the gym. So they have this great walking track. It's really nice. And I think they have a couple of those workout machines. I don't know what they're called, but the workout things. They're going to have not only walking, but they're also going to have low impact aerobics. I have no idea if that has anything to do with the workout machines or not, but you can find out by going to the Walk to Wellness from 6 until 7 at Lyon Park. And their parking lot for Lyon Park is right across the street. Line Dancing with Nikki is at the Southwest Regional Library, which is 3605 Shannon Road. That's going to be this evening from 6 until 7:30. Of course, wear your sneakers. This is going to be lots of fun. The Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's on Highway 55, they're going to have their disc golf putting tournament. That's going to be from 6 until 10. You register at 6. Then play begins at 6:30. Bring 3 putters. We're talking frisbees. So bring 3 putters and then be ready to play by paying $6. And then they're going to have the double elimination random double tournament. There you go. I've got the link to their events page for more information. Dance instructor Richard Badu and Duke Swing, they're co-hosting a series of Lindy classes. That's a form of dance. It's from I don't know if it's from the 1940s or what, but it's a really cool way of dancing. This is going to be held at the Eno River Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, 4907 Garrett Road, from 6:15 until 9:15. There's 3 levels of instruction. I can't tell you how to decide that. It's up to you. The class fee for drop-ins is $17. And then if you pay for 4 one-hour classes, then it's $60. And then I've got the email address and the phone number in case you'd like to contact Mr. Badu for more information. The Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class is tonight upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium at the Hayti Heritage Center. It's on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. Everything starts at 6:30, from 6:30 until 8, an in-person event. You do pay $10, and then they're going to start out with the deep breathing and the conditioning, and then a cardio-intensive African dance move to great music. They're going to have themed trivia, and that will be at the Durham Food Hall, which is downtown, 530 Foster Street, across from Durham Central Park, from 7 until 9. Usually they choose a famous movie or TV show. That's why they called it themed trivia. It's not general trivia. And Schitt's Creek is the name of the movie. So if you know all about it, then you might want to compete for some prizes at today's trivia contest at the Durham Food Hall tonight from 7 until 9. Now tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division, they're going to have a rabies vaccination clinic. By the way, they do this on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So this is at 3005 Glen Road. You can call, you make the appointment for your pet, either between 9:30 and 11 or between 2 and 3:30. And then when you get there, you pay $10 exact change, cash. And then there's certain rules, like, for example, cats have to be in the carriers, and then dogs have to be on leashes. And if they happen to relieve themselves on the floor, you have to do something about that. So anyway, that's going to be tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday at the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division. Quite a mouthful. Now, if you're like me and you're over 50, the over 50 crowd meets at the East Regional Library tomorrow from 10 until 11:30. They provide the coffee, they provide the tea. You can bring, a little snack or whatever. But basically, at the East Regional Library, which is 211 Lick Creek Lane, basically older folks get together and talk about stuff, the latest books that they read, latest TV shows, movies they've watched, the grandkids, the job situation, whatever's on their mind. The one time I went last month, a gentleman had an actual Japanese bullet from World War II, which was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. Apparently his uncle was in World War II and was assigned with the aftermath of Pearl Harbor. So he was in the area, and they were investigating what happened during Pearl Harbor. And he picked up There were Japanese bullets all around. He picked one up and kept it, and now the nephew has it. It's interesting. You never know who you're going to meet at this over 50 crowd. Really interesting group of people. So you can join. It's totally free. Like I said, it's coffee, tea, chatting at the East Regional Library tomorrow from 10 until 11:30. Now, New Visions of Africa restaurant, I did tell you that every day, every weekday, they give away meals for people in need. But on Tuesdays, they take it a little step further and they give away actual groceries. So the grocery giveaway starts at 12:30 tomorrow. Again, 1306 Fayetteville Street, served by the 5 and the 5K bus. They're right next door to W.D. Hill, the recreation center. So if you're driving, go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. And if you have a rollaway cart, bring it, because sometimes they give away almost too much food. So it's going to be tomorrow, starting at 12:30. And I think that's it. It's time to look at the weather. Whoa. Wait, let me put this over here. All righty. Let me grab my weather app here. It's cooler than it was last week. That's okay. It's not summer yet. It's 54 right now. The sun is out, which is super great, because this time last week, I think it was raining. So it's 54 right now. The high will be 61, which is still very springish, not bad at all. The low is still in the 40s, but still, I took my plants outside already. Usually I have plants behind me, but they're outside flourishing on the front porch. So again, the high today is 61, and it looks like it's going to be sunny all day long. Now tomorrow, another sunny day, another day with 61 as the high temperature. And it looks like, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, did I make a mistake? Okay, today's high is 61. Tomorrow's high is 71. I made a mistake. How about that? 71, that's more my speed. Yes, 71. And it looks like the rest of the week is going to be in the low to mid 70s. Okay. Looks like the weekend's going to be 75 and 77. Next week is going to be in the 80s. Maybe it is summer. I don't know. Oh, I'm loving this. I love good weather. Anyway, that is it for today's show. You have a beautiful afternoon. Maybe go out and get a walk. Take a walk. What I'm going to do is to put some plants in the ground. I didn't get the chance to do that this weekend. Thought I was, didn't. But anyway, I'm going to try to get as many plants in the ground as possible, because I bought a bunch of plants last week and it's time to get them planted. So have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.